Alright, so we have a large data download. Actually, it is pretty large because we do have a lot of units to go over. We have a brand new Part 2 LR that is completely Universe 6, not Universe 6 related. And we have some sub EZAs. And we have more EZAs. World Tournament EZAs, actually. And we also do have some, new assets. 3,000 day login bonus. And a bunch of other stuff. Let's go over, I guess. What should we start with? BUU? I think that's the most fair thing to take a look at. So we have Goresh's translations. Big shout out to him. Here we go. So BUU is wait, hold on. Where are we at? Right here. So when are they coming? This dude's coming on the 17th. Damn. And okay, yeah, it makes sense, right? These guys are coming in because the World Tournament is this week. Alright. So this is Shot of Extinction. Oh wow, this is actually translated. Never mind. Alright. So his stats are okay. Okay, that's actually pretty high. 55% is actually not too bad, but this is okay. So let's see, Majima Saga are helping the events 4T1 50%, so it looks like we're going back into the yellow coin saga. 12 key raises attack and defense for 1 turn, does colossal damage, greatly lowers defense. 18 key does exactly the same thing, does mega colossal to all enemies, and has a medium chance to stun. So this guy is basically World Tournament or SBR. That's essentially what it looks like. But he does get attack and defense on both supers, so that works. It works pretty well. Gets an entry animation, gets entrance animation, gets 5 key and 120% attack and defense for 4 turns on first appearance, so it's guaranteed essentially, which is pretty nice. Gets 120% attack and defense at the start of turn. Okay. Gains additional 30% when attacking if HP's 30% or higher, gains another 30% if HP's 60% or higher, and then gets 30% attack and defense when HP's 90% or higher. So you want to have full health if you want to get all the buffs here, which makes sense, right? Has a great chance to guard. Okay, so he guards. Not guaranteed, but it's better than great chance is better than nothing. Better than high chance. It's much better. Guard activated against all attacks if there is a Majima Saga or Fused Fighters category enemy. So we're talking a multitude of units. So we're talking like Gogeta, Kork, Vegito, Gotenks, Fidel, Great Saiyamans, Goten, Kid Trunks. We're talking about a lot of units in there. Performance an additional that has a high chance of becoming a super during the turn at which guard is activated. So guard has to activate. So if you're facing either of these categories, it's pretty much guaranteed. But outside of those enemies, this has to activate, which you're gonna activate this pretty frequently. But if you do successfully activate it, you have a guaranteed additional. Temporarily gain an additional 100% attack for this character's next attack after receiving an attack. So he has to get hit twice, from what I'm understanding, and then gains 1 key up to a max of 7 and 20% defense for each attack receives up to a max of 140. So he's getting defense here guaranteed. Gets defense here. So here. Has guard, and then gets defense here. It's not too bad. His active skill can only be activated once 5 or more turns. Oh my god. It has to be able to be used once 5 or more turns, have elapsed during battle, and HP 60% or below. I don't know about the 5 or more turns part because that's a while. And it's gonna take a while. Plus this. Massively raises attack temporarily, does ultimate damage, recovers 40% HP, and disables enemies' action. Nice. Nice. It's another one of these active skills, which is pretty nice, honestly. I feel like this BUU is pretty good. It's pretty interesting in my opinion. Definitely has some pretty good uses. It has guard. Gets defense. Has a guaranteed entry animation, which is really nice because you don't see those often. They're usually very conditional, but it's pretty nice. I like this unit overall. He does have some niche kits here and there, niche parts of his kit. He's worth it. The only sad thing about it is, oh, he doesn't have big bad bosses. Okay, but the sad thing about it is the fact that it's not Kid BUU. This is a bit unfortunate, but I'm not gonna slander him a bit. He has pretty good stats as well. So, and he's on a good amount of categories that need help, so it works. It works. I like this guy. I guess we could take a look at the sub EZs now. So, not sure if they're translated. Oh, they are translated. Okay, so it looks like we're going through this instead. So, Super Saiyan Gotenks, 3 key, 80% to all stats. Raises defense for one turn, does supreme damage and greatly lowers defense. Nothing too insane or crazy. For 5 turns from this character's first appearance, forgot the E. Gets 3 key and a high chance to dodge. Gets 50% attack and defense. That's all. For 5 turns though, he is a new king character, so he gets 20% attack and defense per key spear. Gets 80% attack and defense per performing super, so it's multiplicative. Changes key spears from tech to AGL, and there's another rapid growth category ally in the same rotation. And then he gives rapid growth category allies 1 key, 30% attack and defense, which is really good actually. I don't think rapid growth has any like specific category support, so this is definitely something I would personally take. In terms of the category itself, it's been a while. I think Kefla leads this, and then this one, and then this one. Yeah, you got some pretty decent options in there. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now going to be 5 because these support 6, 7. It's mostly it, actually. Well, this Goku could potentially like, be very good if he Dokkan awakens pretty soon. But you do have options in here. His max stats. They're not too bad actually. His max stats aren't that bad. I'll take it. But this is only for 5 turns from first appearance. It's not gonna be too long. This is gonna be. I like this unit, but I feel like they should have made it. They should have made this permanent or something like that. I think it's like my only complaint. This unit's fine. It's a great support because I think because the category needs this kind of support, so it's not too bad. Next up we have this Gotenks. Base form Gotenks. His stuff should be translated. This is personally one of the worst leader skills I've ever seen in my entire life. 100% HP and then gives 3 key, 100% attack and defense when HP is 30% or above. This is kind of like the worst leader skill I've ever seen. Why would they do that? Okay. Raises demons for one turn, does mean damage, and raises allies attack by 30% per one turn. That's pretty good. Passive, 100% attack and defense, gets 50% when performing super, gets 100% attack and a chance to perform a crit plus dodge, plus 30. Gets dodge 30%. Okay, so it has 30% dodge and crit. That's the first slot unit. Gets 1 key and 50% attack and defense with a chance to perform with a 20% chance to crit and dodge. For each heavenly events category ally in the same rotation, excluding this character. So essentially, this unit gets 2 key, 100% attack and defense with a 40% chance to crit and dodge. And on top of that, if he's in the first slot, he gets 30% chance to an additional 30% chance to crit and dodge. So that's really good actually. So this unit beats me in the first slot. Here's one problem. I feel like there's no additionals, which I feel like this unit should have, but I think this unit's fine. Doesn't look like he's the greatest unit, you know, because you need heavenly event units and all the let me see heavenly events. It's been a hot minute. I just know that the category needs help. Oh yeah, that's right, he's on there too. Gohan's on there, this one's on there, Garlic Jr.'s on there. These two are on there. You can link them up with Baseborn Go Tanks. I guess you have decent options. You also have BUU right in there. So yeah, I could see some like decent options, but there's not too many. I feel like this unit. I feel like the only downside is the fact that this unit has a terrible leader skill. That's like the only thing I'll say about it. But his stats aren't too bad either. Alright. I think it's time we go to the World Tournament units. Let me check if one is translated. Okay, yeah, so they're all translated essentially. So Demon King Piccolo. 3 key 70% to all stats. Greatly raises attack and defense for one turn, does supreme damage and then lowers defense. Gets 2 key 150% attack and defense. All enemies lose at 30% attack and defense. And then attack plus 40% to all sworn enemy category allies. Oh wow, okay. Gets 30% damage reduction. Again, super. I guess a super attack targeted enemy for the rest of the turn. So what I'm thinking is the enemy has to be hit with a super attack in order to use the damage reduction. That's not bad actually. You're going into very difficult content where it's mostly just one enemy, so you're always going to get that 30% damage reduction no matter what. But he's getting extra stats. I feel like this unit's actually not too bad. I like this unit. He's actually pretty designed well. The only problem I could see with this unit is the fact that if you're facing multiple enemies, you're not going to get the damage reduction off because it has to be an enemy that gets targeted for a super attack. Which isn't, in most cases, you'll be facing one enemy, like something like in the 8th year anniversary events, or Red Zone for instance. Those are like some of the examples. But in Super Battle Road, it depends on like how many enemies you're facing. But stats wise, it's a bit meh, because the defense is low as hell. It's low. Why? But the unit itself is not too bad. I'll take it. We'll go to Kaioken Goku next. I haven't seen this dude in a bit. Wow, that is very specific. 3 key, isn't it 80%? Let me double check that. I don't see it on there. Here it is. Okay, so it's 80%. Let's see. Causes supreme damage when greatly raises attack with a medium chance to stun. It's 2 key 159% attack and defense at the start of turn. Changes SCR to rainbow. Okay. Gets an additional 90% attack and defense per rainbow key spear obtained. At max he'll get 5, so 450% attack and defense with 5 rainbow key spears. That is huge. Conscious guard if 3 or more rainbow key spears are obtained. That's interesting. That is interesting. It's a high chance of guard, and you still need 3 rainbow key spears. I feel like they could have done better with this unit in my opinion, but that's just me being me, honestly. And his stats aren't too bad either. You know, it's a little less than 8k defense, but I feel like the guard might help depending on like how often you'll get it, because it's a 50% chance to get it, and you're not gonna get it too often. Alright, Ultimate not Ultimate Gohan Teen. You keep 90% to instant SCR. Has a high chance to stun. 3Q 158% attack and defense. Gets an additional 50% attack and defense when facing 2 or more enemies. Has a high chance to launch an additional super when facing 3 or more. Gets 10% attack up to a max of 15 and 20% defense up to a max of 100 per super attack launched. But the problem is you need to face 3 or more enemies, and the best way to do that is by going into red zone, not red zone, but super battle road. I think that's like the only thing I can think of when it comes to this, because this is almost as useless as anything else in my opinion. Stats aren't too bad either, a little better than the previous ones, but much better. Alright, so we finally get to this guy. Int Super Saiyan Goku. 3 key 80% to AGL attack and int. Does supreme damage and raises attack and defense for 6 turns. That's pretty good. That's really good. 120% attack and defense. Gives AGL attack and int. 2 key 30% attack and defense. That's also very good. Gets an additional 50% attack, and then has a medium chance to crit. For crits to activate when launching a super if there is a tech ally in the team. That's very specific. If you just need a tech ally, I guess it works. And then gets an additional 50% attack with a medium chance to dodge when they launching a super attack if there is an AGL ally. So essentially you need a tech and an AGL unit on the same rotation. Or not in the same rotation, but like, as long as you have him in the team, this guy will definitely get the buffs needed. But without an AGL and or a tech ally on the team, if there were none of them in there, this is a passive he'll get. It's literally nothing. But his stats are better than every other World Tournament LR, not World Tournament LR, but every other World Tournament EZA in here. It looks like he does better for it, so I think this unit's okay-ish. It's not the greatest. But still, I don't like the fact that they had to restrict it a little bit like this. I feel like it could have been better, but that's just my opinion on it. And that is pretty much all of it. Wow, that is... Oh, well, the units I do like BUU. Well, obviously, because it's an LR, duh. But in terms of, like, ECA-wise, I feel like this goat, either one of these goat tanks has better value. But I feel like Piccolo right here has more value than what I'm seeing. I honestly think I could honestly be wrong, but I think I like this guy a lot more. And now, anything else in the data download? The answer is yes. We'll start, I guess, here. So this is one of the brand new support members that you can get from the new Dragon Ball Story event, which is the Ginyu Force Saga's Story event, or Dragon Ball Story. What it does is, when HP is 59% or less, and there is a Warriors Race on Earth category ally on the team, gives 2 key to all allies for 2 turns. That is very, very good. On top of that, we have a new support memory, which I believe is Training Finished. Gives 3,000 attack and defense, and then increases chance by 3% for 3,000 turns. Now you're probably wondering, how do you get this? You can't really get it yet. It's you need to get it when you reach 3,000 days. You're not going to be getting that for a while. And for those that reach 3,000 days, congratulations, or are going to reach it, because it's coming up sometime this week, congratulations. You got yourself a pretty strong dub. And obviously we have the 3,000 day title banners. And skill orbs. Skill orbs for... looks like it's the 1,000 day Goku. Yeah, wow. Wow, that's a pretty specific one needed. You could have given him like healing. And then these are all the missions. I'm not gonna go through all those. That's too much work. But I think that's pretty much it. Wow. I think overall this data download is actually pretty huge. One of the things I obviously, like I said, I like is definitely the LR. This Piccolo, and then maybe this Goku. I don't really personally believe that, but I think maybe he would be great. And then obviously we have these guys up here. Personally I think this unit is, oh shoot. Personally I think Ghost Tanks is better, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think of this data download. I'm gonna go get some sleep tonight and wake up fresh tomorrow. But as always, we should be getting all these units at the end of this week, starting at the end of this week until next week. So let me know what you guys think of this data download, and I'll see you all in the next one.